Hi everyone, Max here, Muscle World. I'm here today and I am answering your questions. So I've had a message from Dean Blackwell. He has said, just stumbled on your channel and seeing how big you are and you're doing all these challenges. Any advice for running when you're quite heavy? So when he says challenges, he means some of the running challenges that I've been doing. Dean, thank you very much for the message. I did leave a message, a quick reply in the comment section of the video that you wrote that question in. However, I just wanted to go over a few different ideas, throw some ideas out there of what we could be looking at. Now, with regards to weight training and running, they generally don't tend to go hand in hand. Like in terms of, if you want to get as big as possible and as strong as possible, general fitness, great. But if you're looking to go sort of one end of the spectrum by getting very big and muscular or being very good at running, they don't really work together. But it is achievable, and it's simply down to focusing on programming, rest, nutrition, and your lifestyle. So you need to make sure those things are extra in check. Typically, we can't be good at everything. So, like for me, for example, I look to prioritize my training. So if I wanted to get good at running, I would have to kind of scale back on the weight training and things like that and focus more on the running. So that would have a kind of detrimental effect on my weight training, but it would depend on the goal at the time. So for me, for instance, I took running out of my list of priorities a long time ago. I'm talking about 10 or 11 years ago. I haven't done a proper running schedule for longer than a few weeks since then. And that's purely because I wanted to put on weight because I was getting a little bit too skinny whilst following that running program. However, there are definitely ways you can do it. You just need to firstly accept that you're not going to be able to make as much progress in either department, but you can make some progress and certainly improve in each one, as long as you employ some tactics and techniques to facilitate this. I wanted to firstly kind of look at some kind of different training programs, sort of training program schedules that you could look at, and feel free to adapt them to your lifestyle. I think that's the most important thing, is you need to be able to manage things. Sometimes that comes to thinking outside the box. Everyone is different. Everyone has got different commitments. Everyone's got a different body. Everyone has got a different lifestyle, things like that. So you just need to become a master of understanding how your body works, how your lifestyle works, for you to be able to put this plan in place. For example, how I was training 15 years ago might not necessarily be able to train like that now and be able to sustain it. That is the very important thing, is you can sustain your training around your lifestyle. I could write you the best program in the world, give it to you. If it doesn't fit within your lifestyle, it's not going to be the best program for you. That is the important thing there. Once you crack that code, you'll be able to walk down a long road of gains. I've put a few different types of programs here. Now let me explain each one. So at the top here, we've got an option which, to be honest with you, I think is quite a good one. The first one I want to look at here would be doing a cycling between run, upper body training, and lower body training. So we'll start off here. We got, I've just labelled the dates, the days 1 to 7. So we've got on a Monday, we've got a run, Tuesday upper body, Wednesday lower body, Thursday we've got a rest, Friday we're going for another run, Saturday upper body, and then Sunday we've got a lower body session. What would happen then is we'd go back and then we'd do a run on the Monday. However, that's not going to work because we need to have some rest. If we go from doing a load of heavy squats, absolutely blitzing the legs, and then we're trying to increase our running, firstly, we're not going to, our lower body muscles might not be able to recover properly. Secondly, we might not be able to get the best out of our run, and therefore we're increasing the likelihood of injury, whilst also reducing the likelihood of us actually getting anywhere with each one, and allowing us to develop the potential. So, what if we think outside the box? Who says we have to stick to a 7-day program for everything? Where has this come from? When I was doing shift work, my lifestyle I initially tried to operate on a 7-day plan, but the cycle I was doing with work was 10 days. So I just adjusted everything in my life to a 10-day week. And I just labelled the numbers 1 to 10. So I forgot about days. For me, it was day 1, it was day 2, day 3 of 10. And I managed to achieve a hell of a lot more and manage my life and my training and my other commitments a lot more than by trying to adapt to the 7-day program that everybody else was doing. So to that end then, we're going to turn this into a 4-day or a 12-day cycle. It doesn't matter which one you look at, it can be either. So we've got all the numbers, we're using these ones now, we've got it all the way to 12, and as you can see, we're going run, upper, lower, rest, very important. Run, upper, lower, rest, run, upper, lower, rest, and the cycle will keep going like that. Every 4 days, you're hitting your running, your upper body, your lower body, and you're getting a very important rest day as well. So that program, I would say, would be absolutely ideal for somebody who would be looking to maximize their gains in the gym, because you'll be training your different body parts regularly. You're going to give them, so you're going to allow time for them to recover. You're going to allow time for them to be hit with enough frequency. As long as you're getting the intensity in with each session, you may have to reduce the amount of actual exercises and sets you're doing per body part. However, that's when you need to be clever about the kind of exercises you're doing and make sure you're doing mainly compound exercises with a good technique, with good programming, with good tempo, and with good focus on progressive overload. So you'd have to be very sensible with your exercise choices, and then that will enable you to play about with these different types of runs as well. So you can do maybe a longer, slower pace run there, slightly faster run there, slightly slower pace one, some sprints on these days here, and so forth, just to make sure that you are progressing as well with your running. So that's an option there, and that's the one I would highly recommend. Now, goes without saying then, you need to make sure you're looking after your nutrition, make sure on the rest day you're actually resting as well. Another option you can look for, which is a very popular type of programming, which is the push-pull legs routine. So as you can see here, we've got the push-pull legs routine, and it fits. The reason why this one's so popular is because it fits perfectly into a 7-day plan. However, I've adjusted it slightly in the red. So we're going push, pull, legs, plus hill sprints. You're going to put that as part of your leg routine. Rest day, very important rest day. Push, pull, run. With this option here, you might actually be compromising the gains you're getting in your legs, because you're swapping out a leg day, which would normally be here, for a run. So that would just have to be a compromise you have to make. Or you could always change this around a little bit, add some extra days and turn it into like a 10 or 12 day cycle. Entirely up to you. That's just an option that I would look at there. So you're going for a slightly longer, a steady state run there, or perhaps a fartlek run. And here you're getting your hill sprints in your leg day and at some point during your leg day, you can either just do a few sets of intense hill sprints, 50 meters or so, and that will enable you to keep improving with your running. Another option that you might find preferable, and this would be ideal for maybe people maybe bigger guys who weren't so interested in building their muscles any further. Perhaps you're happy with the muscle size you've got, you want to maintain it, you want to improve your fitness and your conditioning and your aesthetics, but without getting any more bulky. Or this could work for guys who are maybe slightly overweight and they've got a bit too much fat on them, they want to lose the fat, and you're not too concerned about making huge gains in the muscles department, but you want to improve your fitness and your running. Another option I would say would be to consider full body circuit training 2 to 3 times per week. You could include within that circuit training some sprints in conjunction with 2 to 3 runs per week. That option there, I would think, would be kind of in the middle, because circuit training is absolutely great. You can have fun with it. You can decide then if you want to do 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 60 seconds, depending on the intensity of the exercise you've got, or you can set a number of repetitions to complete. So you can have quite a bit of fun with this one. However, what you will find is you won't be able to develop huge muscles or huge strength from this, but you will develop muscular endurance. It's kind of in the middle. You're not going to get too strong, you're not going to get too big, but you will get a good all-round level of fitness. So that option there would certainly be one to consider, and I would definitely keep that on the table if I were you. It does depend, however, entirely upon how your lifestyle operates, your exact goals, your body type, your age as well. These are very important things, because you may find, particularly the older people amongst us, you may need to get a bit more rest. And so therefore you'll have to program your training schedule more effectively. And don't forget, don't be afraid to think outside the box. Not everyone can operate on a 7-day schedule or a 5-day schedule. You can push it up to 12 days, 14 days. Whatever you want to do is get it down on a bit of paper, plan what you're doing, and you will soon find yourself on the road to success in whatever area, whether it's fitness, whether it's running, whether it's bodybuilding. You'll certainly be able to do it using a sensible training program, and sitting down, having a bit of thought, thinking outside the box if you need to, and planning and making sure that your nutrition is in check, make sure you are checking your calorific needs are adequate for the type of training you're doing. Not just your protein, you need to be thinking about your carbohydrates and your fats as well, and also your micronutrients, and make sure you're getting enough vitamins and minerals to support the exercise you're doing, and of course make sure you're getting plenty of rest, plenty of sleep, and you're minimizing the amount of stress you are getting in your life. Hope this answers your question. Anything further you want me to answer, let me know in the comment section below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Check out my website, macdover.com, for training programs and coaching. And also, I really appreciate if you like the video and subscribe. And don't forget, if you do subscribe, to hit the bell notification so you don't miss a notification, so you don't miss a video when they come out. Thank you very much for it, guys. Take care and bye-bye.